What's up, everyone? As you saw by the thumbnail today, we're going to be doing a few things with RT4WD Wagon. Mostly just cleaning the car up today and checking over it, making sure it's good for winter. Winter is coming here soon, unfortunately, and I do drive the car once in a while in the winter. I just don't like driving it much because the carry bearing is bad, and I don't trust other drivers. People around here do not know how to drive in the winter, and I would be so frustrated if I got T-boned in that car because of how rare it is and how clean it is. Anyways, first thing I'm going to do, I got to swap the battery, so I'm going to unhook the old battery and run it in here on a jump pack. It's windy out there, so I don't want the audio to be terrible, but yeah, I'm going to do that quick. The wind actually died down a little bit, so that's nice. But still want to just bring it in. Easier to work on, less spideys crawling on me over here, or in the garage. You know what, since it's not windy out here anymore, I'm just going to throw another battery in it and hopefully it still has enough juice to crank her over. I have like 4 batteries laying around here. This one is the newest, so we'll try this one. I think I forgot to mention too, the battery I pulled out of this has a dead cell, so like even the jumper pack won't connect. There's no continuity unless I unhook the battery, so it's just weird how that works. But yeah, so even if this one's dead, hopefully I can jump start it still. And a lot of people don't know this, you want to hook up the positive cable first when you're putting the battery in, because otherwise you can create a premature ground when you just put the negative on. Mostly when your battery's like overcharged or freshly charged, then you'll have like a premature ground and it could literally blow up the battery. So yeah, just a safety tip. All right, do you think this thing will start without a jumper pack? Well, let's find out. Oh, we got noises and lights. Let me prime it a couple times. I don't even think it's full on gas. I think the gauge just escalated like that because it was sitting. Look at that. Brand new. The worst part about this car is the hole in the muffler. It sounds like a goat when I'm driving. About to do some off-road to get this thing out of here because I don't feel like starting square body up. Just gonna spray the window seal down with some lube because the window doesn't like to go up and down really well, and I'm gonna wash it, and it's hot and my AC doesn't work anymore. I just noticed something. Anyone, any OGs on here? Comment below. Anyways, let's go to town, see if it makes it. What up? Here you go, good girl. Doggone, why do I have a felony forest up in here? I don't even remember. What is this? Oh, forgot about the electric seat belt. Look at that. Doggone it. This is awkward, but the door won't latch. I just sprayed it and it's still not latching, even with the screwdriver. This door, when I bought the car, had a weird closing issue, so maybe just finally bit the dust. That's frustrating. It's so ghetto, but I got it Jimmy rigged for now. That's why. Why did that happen? Anyways, all right, let's go to the car wash now, hopefully. And I'm gonna take that old battery back to get like 10 or 20 bucks. Forgot to mention the part driving this car, like one of the reasons I don't drive it that much around here is because not only with the, like I said before, about the highway being 85 and the mountains, you're also fighting like 60-mile-an-hour winds sometimes, so it is just doesn't have the power to push through that. I forgot how comfortable this thing is to drive. Being this old, like the seats are comfy. It's just a nice, easy driving vehicle. I love this thing. And yes, I changed my shirt. It's hot out. I had to get something a little more cool. Alright, back at the garage now. Another thing after driving the car that I remembered it needs is diff bushings and belts. One of the belts or the pulleys are kind of making noise. So I don't know if it's AC pulley or something, but just little nitty gritty things here and there is all it needs. And be sure to stick to the end of the video because I got a couple things for you guys. So now I'm going to clean up the car a little bit better. This thing has just been baking in the sun for 2 years, or actually over 2 years, but it's just 2 years alone sitting out there where I just pulled it from. I drive it here and there, but it has ash from all these fires and just dirt baked into it. Like, you can still feel how dirty the car is. Like, I don't know if you can hear, it's just like sandpaper across all the paint. It's just stuff baked into it. I think it's mostly like the ash too, because it sits on the car and then bakes in the sun. So today we're going to be trying this Shine Armor Fortify Quick Coat. They sent it to me to do a review on, and we're going to be putting it to the test for sure today. So it's a waterless car wash and ceramic coat, I guess. So I've never actually used a waterless car wash before in my life, let alone a waterless car wash and ceramic coat combined. So this is going to be the first time for me. So let's see how to use this. So I'm very dyslexic, so I'm just going to kind of go through this quick and not read it word for word because I will sit here and stutter for 20 minutes. But essentially, it looks like you spray it onto a damp microfiber and then spray it onto the surface you're cleaning. Gently wipe the surface with a pre-wetted folded microfiber cloth. Quickly switch to a clean, folded, dry microfiber cloth and buff off remaining haze before it dries. Repeat this process until entire vehicle is clean, streak-free, and ultra glossy. Safe to use on glass, paint, metal, and plastic. So that's pretty cool because the old wagon has all that plastic trim. So that's cool. We can actually use it on there. So let's see how this works. They also sent me a couple microfibers. I'm not sure if everyone gets that or they just sent that to me to do the product with, but that's pretty cool. And they're purpled. It's a sick color. You can actually see how dirty the windshield still is. So being that it's a waterless car wash, I'm going to do this like the most hardcore way, as if you drove to a car meet and then you stop at the gas station to get a bottle of water to clean your car up right before you pull into the meet. So I just have it in a spray bottle so I can show you the hydrophobic qualities of it when I get it on the hood. And it comes with this squirt nozzle so you can spray it on. It's got a little safety on here. You click it over and spray away. And another quick tip, when you're applying something like this where you got to do a wet and then a dry rag, use 2 different colors. It's easier to keep track of. So we'll do a quick test. I'm going to do the Shine Armor over here and then we'll just leave this how it is. So first you want to spray the rag with water. Get it damp. And then we'll spray this on the rag. I don't want to do it over the hood because I don't want to get on there. And then spray the surface. And I'm going to go quick to my dry cloth because the hood is warm. This is my first test too, so I might have to spray a little bit more on there. We'll see what happens. You can see it's already beating up the water, and that's just a really quick spray. Look at that, that didn't even take anything. Then you go over here, and it's just pulling up on the hood. So that actually works really good. That was my first time trying this, and it's just like nothing. I was also testing to see how much I needed, so I can probably do a little bit more on it. I just didn't want it to dry because the hood is hot from the engine. Alright, now that I messed with it a little bit and I'm not worried about it drying too fast on me because the hood is pretty warm from the engine, I'm going to do the shine armor over here up top, and then we'll just leave this how it is. You can feel it's already more slippery. Before I put water on it too, keep in mind all these paint chips, so that's going to grab the water, but we'll still see how it does. Oh yeah, look at that. We got no coating on this side, and then shine armor over here at the top. Look at that, shedding it right off. And remember, there's no coat down here, so it's not just gonna race off. It's all beating up off there and then running down. There, you can get a better comparison. All that water's just sitting there clinging to the paint, and here it's just beating right up off the paint. And then obviously not running all the way off because none of this has that coating on it. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the rest of the car. And for anyone that doesn't know, you're supposed to test hydrophobic qualities with mist, because it's a lot harder for the product to work. It kind of sits on it rather than a hose just, you know, dumping water on it. Obviously it's gonna shed off better, so it's supposed to bubble up slowly till it gets enough mass to it and then it turns into a drip rather than just throwing drips on it. So after I get the whole car done, I'll actually dump water on it. I don't know if you can see this on camera, but look at all that dirt that it pulled off on this side. You can see like a line where I had it folded. Here's the unprofessional test. Shine armor. No shine armor. I was trying to set my camera up here for a shot. Nope, shine armor won't allow that. Over here, no problem, sits there. It's hilarious. I'm not even like a quarter of the way done with the car, and look at all this dirt it's pulling off still. So that just shows you how filthy the car is. So I'm an idiot. I just dropped this off the roof of my car and broke the head off. Hopefully you guys don't hate me, shine armor, but I put it in this bottle now, so I can get the rest of the car done. Please don't sue me. There we go. Look at that. This bottle is junk compared to theirs. And just to show you again how filthy this car is, I just did half the spoiler, so I did this half right here. You can see shiny, dull. You can see the difference when you go across, but this is just, these were brand new rags, and look at that dirt. This is my wet rag, my damp rag, and that's the dry one. That's how filthy this is. So the whole car is like that. It's just hard to tell because one, it's brown and the paint is very imperfect, but this has shine armor on it over here right now. You can see how shiny it is too. I mean, it's not a wax, or it's not like a buffing compound where it'll shine bad paint, but it still gives it a gloss even with this crappy paint on the car. Alright, I got the whole car done. It actually looks cleaner. I'm surprised at how much cleaner it looks. And just remember, like, we washed the car before we even did this, and there was still that much dirt on it, but it got all that off and put a coating on it. And this is like the worst example they could ever have for their product. I hope they don't hate me, but I really wanted to put it to the test. And let's see how good it sheds water. No, I'm just kidding. I don't feel like getting my hose out, so. Oh yeah, look at that. This paint is absolutely terrible, and it still beads water off that good and clean the car at the same time. Alright, so I made my winter prep list. Obviously got a battery. I'm gonna do oil change. I need a door latch now apparently, and then belts and pulleys. So that's like the cheaper stuff, and then obviously this is gonna be the more expensive and irritating stuff to do. So got my winter prep list done, and let's go take this out in the sun and see it in real life. First we gotta throw one of these on because I don't even have one on the wagon yet. And for anyone that buys these, I know a couple of people had issues putting them on because the vinyl I use is like really sticky. I use a really high quality vinyl, so sometimes you gotta go like this on the transfer paper or transfer tape before you apply it on your car, because otherwise it tries to stick to the white side. So yeah, before you put it on your car, just give it a good swipe with a credit card or something, and then put it on your car, and then it peels off in one piece like that. Alright guys, like I said earlier in the video, I got a couple things for you. One, if you want to try out Shine Armor products, use discount code CONJO20, all one word, get yourself 20% off. Their stuff is already cheap as it is, so I mean 20% off is pretty significant. As you saw, this stuff works really well. I mean, I used an extreme case with this car. I mean, this thing's just, like I said, sun beat, dirty, and just neglected. And sorry Shine Armor, I was clumsy and broke your bottle. I hope you don't hate me. Definitely would love to collaborate again. Really good product, and got plenty of cars to test it on and different stuff. So thank you again for the opportunity. I really appreciate that. And I'll put their link in the description of the video and on my Instagram, so you guys can just click on that, use CONJO20, and get yourself a good deal on some good products. And the second thing, as some of you already know on Instagram, but we hit 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. So thank you so much guys for that. And like I said before, I'm gonna be giving away a t-shirt. I know I said I was gonna announce how to do it in this video, but I wanted to verbally do it in a video first, so people that maybe didn't see it on Instagram have an opportunity to do it. So next video, I will be announcing how to enter for the t-shirt, and one of you guys will be lucky enough to win it. So hit the notification bell if you want to stay up to date with when the next video comes out in order to enter for a t-shirt. Also, if you like the video, I appreciate a like. Subscribe if you want to stay up to date with the builds and projects, and follow my Instagram Conjo_brothers for more information, more details. And if you want stickers, t-shirts, or hoodies, you hit me up on there, and I'll get in contact with you and ship one out. But as always, thank you for watching.